Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Again, it's Rockwell Spock Connect with my review of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. So, obviously, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which is the ninth film from Quentin Tarantino, a favorite director of mine, one of my favorite directors. Before I go any further, a bit of a disclaimer. Obviously, I'm a Tarantino fan. So, yes, this might be a little bit biased. But I tried to make it not biased. So, anyway. So, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is about an actor, his stunt double, and Sharon Tate, and the Manson family in 1969. I think this will definitely be considered one of a classic of Tarantino's, and it really feels like a late 60s, early 70s movie. It doesn't just... It more often than not, when you see a movie set in the late 60s, early 70s, it's like, okay, yeah, the setting's right, but the feel is off. This has the feel as well, so, yeah. Anywho, cast of note, we've got Leonardo DiCaprio as Rick Dalton, former star of the Western TV show Bounty Law, now falling into the role of career guest star. Drinks too much, smokes too much, lives next door to Roman Polanski and Sharon Tate. Next up, we got Brad Pitt as Cliff Booth, Rick Dalton's longtime son double and, well, to be perfectly honest, best friend. A widower thought to have murdered his wife, and former armed forces serviceman, though it's not specified as to which branch he was in. Bit of a big mouth. Kind of on the outs with Hollywood after an incident on the set of Green Hornet. Margot Robbie plays Sharon Tate. Actress, wife of filmmaker Roman Polanski. Co-star in The Wrecking Crew, Valley of the Dolls, and The Fearless Vampire Killers. And, as mentioned earlier, Rick Dalton's neighbor. Emile Hirsch as Jay Sebring, hairstylist in Hollywood, as well as friend of Sharon Tate's, as well as her ex-fiancé. Al Pacino as Marvin Schwartz, Hollywood producer, as well as Rick Dalton's agent, trying to turn Rick's career around. Margaret Qualley as Pussycat, a member of the Manson family, who catches Cliff's eye for a little bit, leading to him meeting most of the family. She's based on actual Manson family member Catherine Kitty Lutzinger. We got Timothy Olyphant as James Stacy, actor who was one of the stars of the actual Western TV show Lancer, and Austin Butler as Charles Tex Watson, who was a central member of the Manson family and participated in Sharon Tate's murder. So, spoiler-free breakdown. Rick Dalton. I'm doing this a little bit differently. I'm basically going to go through the character arcs because, like with any Tarantino movie, you've got a very different approach. And with this, it's more a case of you've got Rick's story, Cliff's story, and Sharon Tate's story. So, Rick's story, he's basically realized that he's a has-been. Well, he was at one time star of a big Western TV show. Now, he's just, every week he pops up on another show as the bad guy. And the way his agent puts it is, the viewers, they're not seeing, actor fighting actor. What they're seeing is that character beating up the character from Bounty Law. And we actually get to see him shooting part of the pilot for the series Lancer, and a brief bit of Dalton's appearance on FBI. However, Marvin is has some contacts in Italy, and has been suggesting to Rick that he, go to Italy, make some spaghetti westerns. Though Rick is reluctant at first. Not the biggest fan of spaghetti westerns. Doesn't think too highly of spaghetti westerns. But he changes his mind after a while. Cliff Booth's arc, like I said, he's Rick's stunt double and friend as well as driver. His whole thing is he's dealing with the fact that he is pretty much on the outs, partially because he's blamed for the death of his wife, and partially because he got into a fight on the set of Green Hornet with Bruce Lee, which is probably one of the coolest scenes in the movie. While Rick is shooting his appearance on Lancer, Cliff meets and pisses off a large portion of the Manson family, though not Manson himself. In fact, Manson himself, I think, only shows up in like one scene. Sharon Tate, her arc that she's recently moved back to Hollywood with her husband Roman Polanski, and they're now living in the house next door to Rick's. However, they don't enter. Rick actually mentions early on when they arrive, when Polanski and Tate arrive home, that he's living next door to Roman Polanski. He's he could be just one pool party away from reinvigorating his career. But we see that Sharon's story is kind of. It's kind of a background. It's kind of to say, yes, Sharon Tate is hey, here's Sharon Tate. We all, yes, we got the Manson family, and yes, we've got Sharon Tate here. To make it more than just, yeah. But when we see her go to the showing of The Wrecking Crew, which is a film she was in with Dean Martin, then in the middle of the movie, there's about a 6-month skip from basically with Rick changing his mind about going to Italy and making spaghetti westerns. But it just 6 months later, when we get here's what Rick and Cliff were doing during that 6-month period. So yeah, after they return, though, we go through the events of August 9th, 1969, or at least the movie's version of them, which actually brings together what fully brings all the stories together. So, the ups and downs. It's really just a lot of ups. I really like this movie. It's beautifully shot, as well as excellently acted and written. There was some really good casting when it comes to finding people to play actual people, even in smaller roles. Notably, Mike Noe as Bruce Lee. Yeah, it's being compared. I have to compare that to pictures from the era, but yeah. Also, Damian Lewis playing Steve McQueen, which, God, Steve McQueen is in one scene. there's one scene in the movie that Steve McQueen's in, and he's got a. They do a close up on him, and it's like, whoa, okay, whoa, yeah. I was impressed. It is, in my opinion, the epitome of a Quentin Tarantino film. Perfectly paced. It's a little more than 2.5 hours long, and it didn't feel like it because when it got to the end, it was a case of I could tell, okay, this is the end of the movie. You know, oh, this is. It's not so much a case of I wanted to see it go on. It was more a case of, well, this is kind of the end of the movie. I mean, I don't really see what else they can really do. Oh, it's the end of the movie. Oh, okay then. And I think it's actually a damn fine period piece. Because like I said earlier on, it actually feels like a film from the period. Overall opinion, like I said, wonderfully shot, acted, written, paced, edited. Easily one of Tarantino's finest films. And I gotta. I'm just gonna say it, 5 out of 5. This is easily, yeah, 5 out of 5. No question. I honestly was expecting, okay, you know, this will probably be a 4.5 out of 5. But no, this is a 5 out of 5. If you're a fan of Tarantino films, seriously, go see it. You'll love it. You won't. You won't be disappointed. Anywho, as always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell icon to be notified when I put up new content. Links to my Facebook, Twitter, Patreon, and PayPal are in the description box down below. This is Rock Roll Spock signing off saying, live long and rock hard.